Suchata Chuangsri's crowning moment at Miss World 2025 sent a wave of pride through Thailand and Southeast Asia. Born in Phuket, she's the first Thai woman to lift this global crown, shining a spotlight on her country's talent, ambition, and heart. People can't help but admire how she balances her studies in political science with her drive to make a difference. Her win isn't just about beauty. It's about purpose. Through advocacy focused on leadership and positive action, Suchata has inspired thousands at home and beyond. Thailand's voice now rings louder on the global stage, showing what's possible when determination meets opportunity. Suchata Chuangsri's early life and pageant journey. Long before her crowning moment on the Miss World stage, Suchata Chuangsri's story began in the heart of Phuket, shaped by family, ambition, and a strong sense of purpose. Her path from a local girl with big dreams to an international pageant icon is filled with drive, setbacks, and unexpected victories. Here's a closer look at the roots of her journey and how it led her to inspire not only Thailand, but the world. Growing up in Phuket, Suchata was born on March 20th, 2003, in the scenic coastal hub of Phuket, Thailand. Her family owns and operates within the hospitality industry, a field known for hard work and attentiveness. Growing up surrounded by the energy of hotel life, she learned early on the value of discipline and warmth, qualities that shine through in her public appearances. Education was always front and center. She attended Triam Udom Suksa School in Bangkok, a top institution with a reputation for nurturing talented students. Later, she enrolled at Thammasat University, where she pursued political science, specializing in international relations. Her studies gave her a wider worldview and a sharp understanding of leadership. One thing that makes her stand out is her language ability. Suchata is fluent in Thai, English, and Chinese. This skill not only opened doors in her academic career, but helped her connect with people across cultures, rare among pageant contestants her age. Family roots. Deeply involved in Phuket's hotel industry. Education. Triam Udom Suksa School, Thammasat University. Political science. Languages. Trilingual, Thai, English, Chinese. Road to national recognition. Suchata didn't wake up one day in the spotlight. Her pageant journey began at the regional level, with her first major title as Miss Ratanakosin in 2021. Early on, she faced tough competition and sharp criticism, but she pressed forward. Each contest brought new lessons about self-presentation, communication, and standing tall under pressure. Her breakthrough came at Miss Universe Thailand. In 2022, she competed fiercely and placed as third runner-up. Despite falling short of the crown, she grew more determined. The next year, after a runner-up was forced to step down, she was promoted, a move wrapped in tension and headlines. Not everything went smoothly. Suchata later faced controversy over her withdrawal from the Miss Universe 2024 competition due to organizer rule disputes. While critics called it a setback, she stood her ground and prioritized her own values over public approval. The challenges only fueled her. She turned to advocacy, championing breast health awareness through her Opal for Her campaign, a cause close to her heart since undergoing benign breast tumor surgery at 16. Through these both public and personal tests, she proved her strength and focus. Key milestones along her rise. 1. 2021. Wins Miss Ratanakosin, her first major regional success. 2022. Third runner-up at Miss Universe Thailand. 3. 2024. Promoted after resignation, faces scrutiny following withdrawal, but stands firm. Fourth, Advocacy. Launches. Opal for Her. Working with Thailand's Ministry of Public Health and the National Cancer Institute. Standing out in the international arena. After earning national recognition, Suchata's next chapter took her onto the global stage. She entered Miss Universe 2024, where she became one of the most talked-about contestants. Not only for her height. At 5 feet 11 inches, she stood out among Asian delegates, but for her poise and awareness. Her multimedia presence grew as she competed in global online challenges, working with international partners and connecting with fans worldwide. Her language skills and education made her a natural in interviews and multimedia events. She advocated for healthcare, leadership, and women's rights. A focus that resonated far beyond Thailand. Suchata's journey through pageantry was never only about crowns or sashes. From her creative talents, including playing the ukulele backwards, to caring for a large family of pets, she kept her public persona relatable and genuine. Her articulate answers during final Q&As, especially on responsibility and influence, made her a fan favorite and a judge's choice. Highlights of her international presence. Miss Universe 2024. Gained global attention, known for strong public speaking and advocacy. Online challenges. Excelled in multimedia contests, boosted her social reach. Distinct personality. Balanced advocacy with unique interests, showing depth and approachability. Through it all, Suchata Chuangsri's journey from Phuket to the world stage is a study in grace, courage, and vision. Her story isn't just about personal success. It signals a shift in pageants, where influence and substance matter as much as style. Victory at Miss World 2025. What made Suchata shine? Stepping onto the stage in Hyderabad, Suchata Chuangsri did more than compete. She captured the world's attention. Among 108 contestants representing nearly every continent, her poise, strength, and story set her apart. The Miss World 2025 final night pulsed with energy as each round narrowed the field from 40 hopefuls to the top 5. And then, with mounting excitement, to the last 2 standing. Suchata's confidence radiated throughout every segment, from the national costume parade to the tough Q&A, making it clear that her victory was no accident. What exactly caused her to outshine seasoned rivals and break a 59-year dry spell for Thailand? The answer starts with her commitment to a cause, her ability to connect across cultures, and her firm sense of purpose. Beauty with a Purpose. The Opal for Her initiative. Suchata brought heart to the Miss World stage by championing women's health through her Opal for Her campaign. This wasn't just a charity project picked to check a box. It was born from her own experience. At just 16, Suchata faced a life-changing health scare when she underwent surgery to remove a benign breast tumor. That frightening chapter made her determined to bring breast health and cancer awareness into the spotlight in Thailand, where stigma and lack of knowledge too often lead to late diagnoses. Her advocacy took shape in several powerful ways. Awareness drives. She hosted public seminars in Bangkok and regional clinics, using her story to spark honest conversations about regular screenings and self-exams. Partnerships. Working with Thailand's Ministry of Public Health and the National Cancer Institute, she helped launch mobile screening units to reach women in rural areas. Online campaigns. Her digital storytelling touched thousands, with videos and posts in Thai, English, and Chinese, encouraging young women to take charge of their health, breaking through cultural barriers. Opal for her has already made a measurable impact. Over 40,000 women accessed free screening services during the first campaign wave. Local hospitals in Phuket reported a significant rise in breast health inquiries and screening appointments after her outreach efforts. The conversation shifted from embarrassment and fear to empowerment and knowledge, inspiring others across Southeast Asia to start their own advocacy. Suchata didn't hide her scars or her fears. She talked openly about feeling vulnerable and scared, turning her story of struggle into hope for others. This kind of honesty cut through the pageantry neatness and made her stand out in the Beauty with a Purpose segment, a key pillar of the Miss World ethos. Her journey resonated with judges and audiences, showing that authentic leadership starts with owning your own story and using it to help others. A modern voice for Thailand and the world. In the modern age, a Miss World winner does more than smile for cameras. She connects, inspires, and communicates across borders. This is where Suchata truly shines. Her trilingual fluency in Thai, English, and Mandarin let her bridge gaps and build instant rapport, whether in backstage interviews or international media panels. During the Hyderabad competition, her communication skills and digital presence turned heads. Multimedia challenge. She became a top contender by winning over fans and judges through thoughtful, engaging online content. Her videos about Thai culture and women's empowerment racked up millions of views and were widely shared. Flawless Q&A rounds. In the final segment, when pressed about authenticity and leadership, Suchata answered with firm clarity. She spoke about the importance of using her platform with intention, promoting truth, standing for women's rights, and fighting misinformation. Cultural ambassador. From the way she carried herself in a traditional Thai ensemble to her insightful comments on international relations, she gave the world a fresh way to see Thailand, not just as a tourist paradise, but as a place of talent, ambition, and social change. Her Instagram and Weibo followings soared after each round. Young women found in her a role model who made them feel seen. She doesn't shrink from sharing her highs and lows, using live streams and AMA sessions to start real conversations about health, responsibility, and chasing dreams. What sets Suchata apart is her balance. She's as comfortable speaking on global issues as she is chatting about her pet cats or study tips for college applications. This blend of relatability and big-picture thinking, delivered in 3 languages and across many platforms, captured hearts at home and worldwide. In short, Suchata's Miss World victory is the result of grit, purpose, and clear, compassionate communication. Her story didn't just earn her a crown. She set a new standard for what modern pageantry is all about. Challenges and controversies. The other side of the crown. Suchata Chuangsri's Miss World 2025 victory was more than a celebration. It placed her right at the center of tough questions about pageant culture and contestant welfare. While her advocacy and public image brought new standards to the competition, the event wasn't spared from controversy or tough criticisms, raising a mirror to both the industry's progress and its ongoing struggles. Balancing advocacy and public expectations. Every Miss World winner faces enormous pressure to live up to the Beauty with a Purpose promise. For Suchata, that meant finding a real balance between her personal passion for advocacy and non-stop media demands, making advocacy real. Suchata's Opal for Her campaign was not just another staged charity project. It came from her own medical struggles and pushed for breast cancer awareness with local outreach, government ties, and digital storytelling. Her willingness to share fear and hope resonated, especially in a field where canned responses are common. Staying true while the cameras roll. At every press event, post-win interview, or photo call, she faced repeated questions about beauty standards, national pride, and her role as a Southeast Asian voice on a global stage. Some critics wondered if her advocacy was headline deep or the real deal. Walking the tightrope. She looked confident on stage, but the work behind the scenes was harder. She answered critics by redirecting attention to her results. Hospitals reported an uptick in screenings after her campaign, online engagement with breast health rose, and young fans saw a relatable, sincere leader. This helped cut through the skepticism that often dogs public figures in beauty competitions. Public expectations can be a double-edged sword. People want authenticity, but also expect flawless perfection. Suchata's strategy? Keep her focus on impact, not applause, and let the numbers and stories from her campaign speak for themselves, navigating pageant politics and public scrutiny. Miss World 2025 was not free from scandal. In particular, the fallout surrounding Miss England, Mila Majee, shook the event and sparked a global conversation about exploitation and values. The Miss England controversy. Just days before the final, Mila Majee withdrew, denouncing the pageant for treating her and other contestants as window dressing for wealthy sponsors. She wanted her CPR in Schools campaign to be taken seriously, not sidelined for the benefit of organizers or entertainment. Her frank description of feeling like a prostitute instead of a changemaker put the spotlight back on pageant priorities. The organization's backlash. Miss World's leadership hit back fast, calling her claims false and defamatory, and hinting she left out of frustration, not principle. Their public feud made headlines in the UK, Thailand, and beyond. Majee countered, accusing the organization of trying to silence honest criticism and discredit real advocacy. Broader criticisms. This blow-up tapped into mainstream doubts about pageants. Are contestants being heard? Are their causes genuine or just PR? Is there space for dissent, or are winners expected to fall in line for sponsors? Suchata's response. Instead of being drawn into the chaos, Suchata stayed measured. She offered solid support for all contestants' right to be heard, but didn't stoke the drama. In statements and public forums, she stuck to the facts, focusing on her platform, the outcomes of her advocacy, and a message of respect for differing views. Fans praised her calm, calling it grace under fire. She was transparent about her process and credited both her team and critics for keeping her accountable. Despite the spotlight and swirling doubts, Suchata shifted attention back to work and results. A rare feat in the stormy climate of social media and instant news. Here's how her conduct stood out. No mudslinging, avoided personal attacks, and encouraged respectful debate. Showed up daily. Continued campaign work during and after the pageant noise. Gave credit. Recognized that tough questions, by fans or rivals, were part of honest change. The Miss England situation became a test of what the modern Miss World crown represents. Suchata Chuangsri's steady hand and refusal to fall into tit-for-tat responses made her a standout, not just as a symbol, but as someone forging the way for a more honest and impactful future for international pageantry. Breaking barriers. Suchata Chuangsri's legacy. Suchata Chuangsri made history as Thailand's first Miss World, but her impact stretches far beyond a single title. Her journey broke invisible ceilings for countless young people and changed the way the world views Thai women on the global stage. Suchata's rise is proof that progress often starts with one bold step. She combined ambition with purpose, turning expectation into inspiration and old limits into new beginnings. Inspiring a new generation. Suchata's story speaks directly to young people who doubt their own chance to stand out or make a difference. Her background is relatable. A hard-working student from Phuket, navigating pressures at home and on the world stage, vulnerable about her own health issues and proud of her academic and advocacy achievements. Instead of chasing perfection, she embraced her scars and personal struggles, using them to light a path for others. Many young women now see themselves in her. They see someone who balances dreams and duty. Suchata didn't let setbacks define her. Each challenge, from controversies on the national stage to the emotional toll of health issues, became a lesson in resilience. Speaks up for causes. Her Opal for Her campaign shows that advocacy isn't just about press releases. It's real work with clinics, real faces, and real results. Girls from rural schools to downtown Bangkok now talk openly about health, leadership, and their ambitions. Breaks molds. She speaks 3 languages, studies political science, and plays music, all while championing women's rights. Suchata proves that no dream has to be boxed in by stereotypes. Stories from social media and interviews paint a vivid picture. Students organize workshops inspired by her advocacy. University groups in Thailand and Vietnam start dialogue on women's health. Parents say their daughters want to study abroad, volunteer, or enter public service. Suchata's willingness to share both success and struggle gives hope and a blueprint. She invites the next generation, especially young women, to step forward, not just to win titles, but to stand for purpose. Lasting impact on Thai representation in global pageantry. Suchata's win shattered a long-standing barrier for Thai women on the international stage. For 72 years, Thailand watched as others claimed the Miss World crown. Now, Suchata's presence signals a turning point, not just for Thailand, but for all of Southeast Asia. Her victory sends strong messages. Thailand is a contender. Suchata's win places Thailand into conversations once reserved for countries with long histories of title holders. It marks Thailand as a cultural force and encourages more Thai candidates to compete with pride and boldness. Southeast Asia's voice grows stronger. Only the second Southeast Asian woman to ever win Miss World, Suchata's achievement builds momentum for neighboring nations. Delegates from Vietnam, Cambodia, and the Philippines now see a clearer path. Pageantry is about more than beauty. Suchata's combination of activism, leadership, and cultural intelligence sets a new standard. International pageants now look for voices that want to drive social change, not just traditional aesthetics. Local media and community leaders in Thailand have spoken openly about the wider impact. Immigration and tourism boards note a spike in interest. People want to learn more about Thai culture, food, and values. Thai embassies host events to highlight Suchata's advocacy and story, helping the whole country gain visibility in diplomatic circles. Regional pageant organizers report more applications from Thai and Southeast Asian candidates, inspired by Suchata's example. Most important of all, Suchata's legacy opens doors that were once closed. She proves that pageantry, when mixed with advocacy and education, can shift beliefs across societies. Her crown is a symbol that Thai women can represent, speak up, and shape the global story with pride, confidence, and undeniable ability. Suchata Chuangsri's rise from Phuket to the Miss World crown captures what happens when a person meets the world with courage and purpose. Her journey blends pride in her roots, a steady heart for helping others, and strong self-belief. These qualities helped her shatter expectations and change what people expect from global pageant winners. Her commitment to advocacy and her open, honest way of speaking inspired a new wave of hope in Thailand and Southeast Asia. Suchata's story proves that resilience and authenticity lead to real influence, showing readers everywhere how one voice can spark lasting change. Thank you for following her journey. If her story moved you, share your thoughts or pass this article on. It could be the beginning of more stories just like hers.